Hello and welcome to another video. This is, I call this the potato challenge. I'm doing this with Jam and Pondagon. So with this, you basically start with one potato and you have to get yourself to 64 baked potatoes, and you're given 11 stone, 3 iron, a tree, and then there's also the back area which has coal and more wood. But in your own personal area, nothing can happen to you, but while you're in the back area, anything can happen. You can kill each other, you could steal from each other, anything like that. Pondagon's already started the mining, same with Jam, but Pondagon started first, so he might have a bit of a head start here. Also, at this point, comment who you think is going to win each round. The first round is Pondagon versus Jam, second round is me versus Pondagon, and third round is me versus Jam. So, in the comments, before everything's finished, type who you think is going to win each round. So at this point, they have to set up the little potato farm that they can have. So they need the iron to get a bucket and to place in their area. They're also going to need a hoe to till the dirt, place the potatoes in the tilled dirt, then wait for it to grow. And so the growing process doesn't take an eternity, I have turned the random tick speed up to 300, when it's usually at 1, so everything's very fast, including leaves disappearing. And this is the slowest of all the rounds, because as we played more and more strategies started to develop, and by the time we got to the final round, it got pretty quick, almost half of the time as this round. So yeah, they're just getting more resources. There isn't much to say right now. And also, I gotta say, this is like the third or fourth time I've had to do a re-voiceover, because the original time I recorded it, it didn't work. The second time I tried to record it, it didn't work. The third time I tried to record it, it didn't work. So this is the fourth attempt of trying to add audio to this. So, this is why you can't hear Jam or Pondagon. I'm very sorry about it. Just there's nothing I can really do at this point. Yeah, they've started the process of planting the potatoes. Jam's potatoes are grown, but you can't really see that at the moment, because I think he went in the back area. So, Pondagon has just placed some of the potatoes, I think, or maybe he already had potatoes. And it's quite a close match at this point. They're pretty equal in how they're doing. Also, I believe that Pondagon is also doing a video on the this potato challenge, so it probably will release tomorrow about 4:30, because that's when all his other videos usually release. It might be tomorrow, it might even be Friday, who knows. But I'm assuming it's tomorrow. That's just a guess though. But that video hopefully has all the audio, so you can actually hear what everybody was saying. But me doing this voice overlay, it's probably going to actually have better audio than the original audio which I tried to record that failed. They're now planting a lot more potatoes. They're getting decently far. I say this even though it's like a quarter of the way through. So, you're going to see how long the first round was. And if you see any like technical difficulties, that was when I tried to do one of the prior voiceovers. What I tried to do was just have the full recording and then just speak over it, but I accidentally pressed some buttons while doing that. So that's why some undesirable things may happen, like the game pausing, or like a menu popping up, or the editing software. So I'm really sorry about that. So at this point, they mostly have all the potatoes. Just wait for them to get all the potatoes, then it's just putting them in the furnace and waiting for a very long time. It takes so long. Also, do you like the build? I spent like 40 minutes on this. Also, I don't know what is on the back of Jam. I was just saying hi to Pontagon there, from the opposite of Jam's place, because throughout this, Pontagon was like kind of trying to make Jam more aggressive towards him, make him go to the mill so he could potentially kill him. But that never ended up happening. Oh my, 10 minutes left of this round. Why is this round so long? Well, they didn't develop the advanced strategies yet. Also, there might be long stretches where I don't really say much. That's just because at certain points there isn't really much to say, it's just waiting. This game needs a lot of patience, because you spend, if you have the good strategies, it will probably take 10 minutes or less, but that's still a while of just playing one minigame. But this whole thing began with some of Pontagon's videos, where in the comments I would just post about potatoes for some reason. I really don't know why I decided to do that. So eventually I ended up making a potato minigame for him to play in one of his videos, and that's how this whole thing started. Also, those doors, they just lead to the outside. Not the nicest, because it's a super flat world, because I needed to get things done. But technically, you could actually replicate this minigame on a regular world, as all you would really need is just one potato each, and then just get set loose in the world. It might not be as balanced, but that might make it more interesting potentially. I think Pontagon was talking to me at that point. You can't tell. Oh yeah, there's the freeze I was talking about. It's back to things now. But they can't also attack over the fence into the other person's area, but they can attack each other when they're both in the back area. They also can't enter each other's areas. Also, do you like this potato I have in the background? It's a really nice potato. It's a good potato. I spent like 10 minutes on it. Also, I had to add a lot of sea lanterns to keep everything lit up. And hopefully this minigame is visually appealing, because that's what I tried, because I didn't want it to look ugly, because that would just make people not like it as much, which I want people to like it. But I highly doubt that this video is going to get views correlating to the effort I put into this, because I put way too much effort into this. I've spent literally like 3 hours straight of just trying to do this, and it's probably going to end up getting like 10 views or something. So that's a bit upsetting, but yeah, they're just kind of cooking their potatoes at this point, I believe. So, just waiting. Jan is having to constantly cut down trees because Pontagon decided to mine all of the coal in the back, take it all for himself, so Jan got 0 coal, which is, you're allowed to do that technically. It's just, it's a bit toxic. But, if it's what you have to do to win, it's what you have to do to win, so. In round 2 and 3, people start using stuff like campfires and smokers, which speeds the matches up a lot. Like this match is 16 minutes, but then the other two are 10 minutes, so a lot quicker. Yeah, this bill is pretty nice. I have a nice arch there. Oh, what's Jam doing? I think he's just mining more wood. Also, what I noticed while playing is Jam and Pontagon started to build basically safety walls around their area. I don't really know why, but I guess that's what they just started to do. At this point, I think I was looking for the recipe for the smoker. As I said, it was started to be used in later matches. Yeah, I was searching smoker there, but I can't actually look for the recipe unless I have a crafting table, which I do not have. But if you end up watching to the end, thank you a lot, because it makes me happy, and hopefully this video makes you happy as well, because it's a fun game where everybody's farming potatoes. What's not to love? I just go over to Jam for some reason, start asking him questions, and he started to destroy that fence, and as I said, build a wall. I still don't understand it. I'm playing in round 2 and 3, so if you really desperately want to see that, you could potentially maybe skip ahead to that point, which is around about 16 minutes. So you could skip forward 4 minutes if you really want to. But I'd recommend watching the whole thing. See who wins this. They're starting to deposit potatoes in their chest. It's pretty close. At this point, there's only a 1 potato difference. But if you watch to the end of this, you'll see who actually wins it. Oh, that tree just grew. Also, how's everybody's days been going? Has it been going good? Hopefully. I want people to be happy. More potatoes in that chest. Potato. And for some reason, Pontagon decided to mine some dirt. Me nor him actually knew why he did that. I think it was just our boredom. Jam doesn't actually need all those potatoes, but he's still got a full field of potatoes planted, which he could probably just pick up and keep on him, but If this contest was just to see who would grow the potatoes first, not bake them, the results would probably be vastly different. Oh, yeah, here's another bit of the finagling. So we're getting close to the end of round 1, only about 2-ish minutes away. I start to get quite bored at this point, as you can probably see by me punching the purple pillar. That was alliteration, very nice. So, Jam decided I don't know what he was doing at this point. He just started standing still and doing nothing. I don't know if he had to go do something or something. I said something twice there. Why? I do not know. And Pontagon just deposited more potatoes. He is now vastly in the lead by a whopping 12. Well, actually, Jam didn't need to do anything there. But I think he was probably out doing something, because he was just waiting for potatoes to grow. And now they are very close. They are 1 potato difference away once again. But, ooh, Pontagon's come to deposit more potatoes. And, well, I think Pontagon might end up winning this. Only about a minute away from the end at this point. So hopefully you've enjoyed so far. Oh, 6 away. Oof, 9 away. That 9 is bigger than 6, so I think Pontagon's winning. 59, that's 5 away now. He deposited 1 potato. I don't really see the point in that, but he did it anyway. So let's not ask questions. But the weather in Minecraft at this point was the same as the British weather, so I decided to change that because, well, Minecraft shouldn't be realistic. So I changed it to clear instead of rainy. And, oof, Pontagon's only 2 away, but Jams, oh, he just messed himself up. He placed a block above the thing. And here's another place where I made a mistake. Very sorry about that. But, well, Pontagon won that. But, yeah, I messed up really big right there. Yeah, and now, next round. Okay, I'm ready to go. I'm probably gonna go soon. Now? Maybe? No. Now? Yes. I can't really tell when things are gonna happen because I don't have any visual. Well, actually, I do have visual cues. I don't have any sound cues. But this match was a lot quicker than the previous one. Both the matches which I win were so much quicker. Because me and Pontagon started to develop strategies. So I was out mining some coal there so I could put it in the furnace which I'm going to make, which I'm eventually going to mine. Right? Oh yeah, the reason I decided to mine that coal very early on is because, as I said earlier, Pontagon mined all of Jam's coal, so he couldn't get any coal. And I didn't want that to happen to me as well, so I decided to just early go get the coal. And now I'm just mining the rest of the stone so I can make the furnace. We're about halfway through the video at this point, so bear with us to the end. Thank you. So I started to put the iron in there so I can make a bucket to scoop up the water and put it in my zone so I could start farming the potatoes. Just waiting for all the iron to smelt at this point, I think. I got all the iron I need. Now I swiftly make a bucket as quick as I can. But it is hard for me because I'm using a controller while everybody else is using the keyboard and mouse. So my scrolling is very slow and bad, and I accidentally make lots of items which I don't need. Like that shovel I've got in my inventory. And I didn't organize my inventory well, so I accidentally put my potato deep in my inventory, so that cost me some time. Out of all of the matches that happened, the closest was definitely the third match. And at this point, Pontagon was really struggling with his potatoes growing because they weren't growing for him. But for me, all the potatoes just instantly grew. It was very nice because I was slightly behind at that point. But apparently, according to this minigame, growing potatoes is very competitive. So, potato growing contest. I'm just growing more potatoes, but I'm struggling to plant it there. Because, well, you know, I got lots of potatoes there to plant. Which I planted in very weird positions for some reason. I do not know why. Last thing's grown, I grabbed that, and now I've got a full field. I just wait at this point until I get the 64 potatoes, then I put them all in the furnace. But eventually I decided to start developing campfires because it was taking a bit of time, and Pontagon said he had a secret weapon. So I decided to get my own secret weapon, which he could easily see. He built his wall to block me from seeing his smoker, which was his secret weapon. I decided to start using campfires, and that's where the development started. So just getting more potatoes at this point. Very close. I get to 63 there, then for some reason I start planting more, that I realize, wait, I shouldn't do that. Grab the last potatoes, put everything in the oven. I accidentally put my pickaxe in there, which was not good in the slightest. And Jam decided to go in bed for some reason. At this point I decided to start trampling on the tilled dirt instead of just placing my one piece of dirt in there, in the water, and getting rid of it all very quickly. I still do not know what I was doing. That was not very good, because it ended up costing me the match, because I ended up losing that, which was a bit unfortunate, so at this point I just have to wait for a very long time. Just waiting. Oh, I don't know what Jam was doing at that point, but I tried to keep him out of my place by punching him. I absolutely annihilated him. But yeah, in between the first match and this match, with the netherite sword I showed you earlier, we started all trying to kill each other for about like 10 minutes. We just all were killing each other until eventually we decided to stop and move on to this match. But if you want to, you could try to replicate this yourself and do whatever you want with your own potato challenge if you want to. You can maybe even switch it up a bit. So, I do not know what I was doing at this point. Oh yeah, I was searching for the smoker again, which I still didn't know, but Pontagon was using it, so very bad for me, because that's 2 times faster, and I wasn't using it. So, very unfortunate. I decided to grab some more coal, because at this point I decided I will make some campfires, which Pontagon decided not to do. But, yeah. I try to grow the trees. And I just wait for a bit until the trees eventually grow. Eventually. Keyword is eventually. Even though it's at 300 tick speed, sometimes the trees still took a while to grow. But yeah, they've already grown. Well, one of them's grown. The other one is still not grown, which is not very kind, and it made me upset. So yeah, you know. I start to use the campfire for the potatoes. I'm mining more of this tree so I can make more campfires. Because more campfires equals more efficiency. If you have very little campfires, it isn't good. If you have lots of campfires, very efficient. But they can be a bit annoying to craft sometimes because you need like 3 separate items. You need 3 sticks, 3 logs, and 1 coal or charcoal. Charcoal, not the best idea to get in Minecraft. Honestly, in Minecraft, charcoal is a bit of a waste. Who actually would use it? Also, sorry that it took so long to upload this new video, even though my last video was a very long time ago. More than half a year, so I'm sorry about that. I've just had to do some stuff. Getting close to the end of this. Once these potatoes pop, I will be very close. It's 2 more potatoes. We have 53 when they all grow. They're all popped. I punched Jam away again, but I'm so close to the end. But Ponticon did end up winning this match by a few seconds. So yeah, lots of the matches were very close. This one was the second most close. The first one was the least close. And yeah, Ponticon had already won at this point. I just decided to put my potatoes there anyway. So we're going to be moving to the next match eventually, where it's going to be me versus Jam. What would happen if you actually put jam in a potato? What would that taste like? Is jam a potato? Is the potato jam? Who knows? Who knows? Yep, we're on the final match. Okay, it's gonna be me versus Jam. I closed that door which Jam had opened earlier, and we're gonna be going in a few seconds. Is it now? Yep. How did I time that so well? I do not know. And just tree chopping. Gonna go mine the coal to do the same thing that I did last time, because I would rather not fail. And well, I didn't want anybody to take all the coal. I'm chopping down the tree. I'm pretty sure on this round I'd. So yeah, I started to mine the coal so I can. Well, I mean, I mine the stone so I can get the stone pickaxe, so I can mine that stuff, so I can get the bucket, so I can do the planted potato parts. I think you already know how this goes at this point. So, furnace, place that down, put the stuff in it after I craft the coal. This time I was a tiny bit more prepared, making this the closest match by far. The difference was only a couple seconds, but in the end Jam won, so I ended up winning absolutely nothing. So if you guessed that Ponticon would win 2, Jam would win 1, and I would win none, you would be correct. Wow, go you. Incredible. We're getting close to the end, so hopefully you've liked what you've seen so far, and maybe even been inspired to do your own things. Oh yeah, I killed Jam at this point. You know, I had to do so. There had to be at least some murder. But I did not do this right, and then I ended up dying myself. Which really was a lot worse on me than it was for Jam. And I have to ask him back for my potato at this point, because without the potato I wouldn't be able to do anything. So that was really bad for me. I lost practically everything that I had. Not nice. those were the only kills of the whole game. But yeah, I ended up grabbing Jam's pickaxe at that point, and eventually he asked for it back, which I did have to go out and give it back to him, which might have actually cost me the match. Being kind. Disappointed. Pondagon just decided to come check on me, I think. We're getting close to 5 minutes left. This has been quite a long video. Not as long as that potato farm video. Funny that some of my longest videos are all about farming. But, yeah. Longest is the potato farm video, second longest is the pumpkin farm, third longest is going to be this. Another potato farming video. But a competitive potato farming video. Which is completely different. Harvest the potatoes! Harvest them! Past me, harvest them! Thank you very much. So I'm just planting these. I'm mining the trees so I can make a smoker, because that's basically what made me lose last time. So I mine up that and I decided to make it into a smoker. So now I can smoke the potatoes. The potatoes don't smoke, the smoke potatoes. I don't know if that made any sense, but So I mined more wood so I can make some campfires. I ended up having a smoker and 3 campfires, while Jam ended up having 4 campfires and a regular furnace. And I just gave back his pickaxe because he really wanted that for some reason. I'm not sure why. But yeah, that's a really nice potato, that pixel art that I made. It looks like a Minecraft potato, because I had a Minecraft potato in my hand while I made it, and I just copied it as well as I could, only using wood. Which, if I used other types of blocks, I might have made it a better potato pixel art, but I only used woods. Would you be so kind to let me off for only using wood? I had to make a joke there, sorry. I'm so punny. Ha 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 ha. Yep, created 2 campfires at once, which is gonna speed up my potato farming a decent bit. Also, if it was just to farm 40 potatoes, I might have actually ended up winning this, but because it was cooking potatoes, actually, I think it made the game better, but it made it easier for me to lose. Because if it wasn't also baking the potatoes, there wouldn't be much contest. It would just be whoever planted the first potato. But with this, it's also the method that you actually cook the potatoes that matters as well. So yeah, you should subscribe to me, by the way. I put a lot of effort into this video. Also subscribe to Pondagon. He also put some effort into this. And that's the 3rd campfire. We're getting pretty close to the end. That just shows how quickly we started to be able to cook the potatoes. It was about 2 times faster cooking processes that we started to make near the end. Maybe even 3 times faster, using campfires and a smoker. Very fast. But it still was not fast enough to let me win. So sad, so sad. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did like it, because it makes me happy. And this video should make you happy. Hopefully, please. I really want you to be happy. Be happy. I think at this point Jam had won. I was extremely close, but I was just a tiny bit too far away. Honestly, for this match, I don't know how I lost. Yeah, Jam just won now. It was unfortunate, but I decided to still harvest all the baking potatoes that I had left over because I still had them left over. Why not? Why not cook them anyway? And yeah, I went to see Jam's layout. I saw that he put the crafting table in the wall, which was really weird. Did he really break a hole in the wall? I'm not sure. Yet, I was harvesting the last few baking potatoes, so that's why there's still a bit more for the video. Yeah, final 2 potatoes are just cooking. I've already lost, but okay, yeah, I've harvested everything now, and that is the conclusion. I decided to put everything in the chest there for no reason. But, yeah, bye. Bye. I said bye.